What's up, guys? This episode is brought to you by the KLG Kugelmeyer Law Group, guys. They're located in Gilbert and Brown in Mesa. They service all of Arizona. Car accidents, personal injuries, dog bites, hit and runs, wrongful deaths. It doesn't matter. They're going to take care of you. They're going to go out of their way because they absolutely care about you guys. They're going to guide you through every single step because they want you to be in the best hands possible. So after you call 911, make sure that they are that very next call, and Christina will send you a tow company, and her number is 480-962-7200. They're going to take care of you. Oh, by the way, this episode is also brought to you by my guy, Alex Prewitt, and the executives at 72 Sold. They've been crushing it, guys. I say it literally every episode. If you need a house, go see them. I don't know how many more statistics I can give you guys. They get it. They sell it for way over the asking price. They're going to finish your closing within 3 days because that's what they do. 72 Sold. Alex Prewitt. Every single day I see this guy closing at least 1 to 2 houses. Make sure to hit him up. Thank you, Alex. Roll the intro music, Nick.
We're pulling live from the other side of America. Give me a hearse, but I ain't give a fuck. Send me to church. Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast that brings you all people, all things, everything that needs to be known here in Arizona. I'm your host, Nick White, and today has been a crazy day, but we're going to make this work, guys. So with me, I have my guy, Ray Perez, and he's going to come on. He's going to blow your guys' minds with an amazing story. Ray, how you doing, my man?
Beautiful, brother. How you doing today, man?
Oh, I'm living the dream.
Oh, me too, brother. Every day I'm blessed, bro.
Every day you got to be blessed, man. How's it? What have you been up to today?
Today I woke up. I really, every day it's a different day. And so this morning when I got up, I have a newborn daughter. And so, it's all about her right now. Get my family going and then, plan my day and make my hustle, bro. That's all I do every day.
Yeah, so that's actually like you're known as like the hustler, right? I hear from a lot of different people that you just grind and grind and grind, and that's what you do.
Well, bro, it's been years that I've been doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when people ask me what I do, I tell them I create opportunities. At the end of the day, I don't have a title or a job or
look, he's getting phone calls right in the middle of the episode. I love it. No, that's the best thing that could have happened ever.
No, bro, it's not. Every day, I tell people I create opportunities, and I've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
Ever since I can remember, I've always tried to put people in touch with other good people to see if there's an opportunity to make money.
Yeah.
It's not been till recently that, I've had the opportunity to really make it a business.
Okay.
I've been on Facebook, and that's how I make my hustle right now is, telling people if you need a tow, I'm your bro, and
if you need a tow, I'm your bro.
Bro, it works for me. And so, I started this about 5 years ago, and we started a property damage company. So what we do is we handle property damage for people that have been in accidents.
Okay.
And, it's a great service. We literally help people from the beginning to the end of when you've been in an accident.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that if they go to an attorney, that they're going to help them with their property damage. And some of them do. A lot of them put the responsibility back on the client.
Yeah.
And so, I wouldn't want to call my attorney's my insurance office, you know what I mean? Because they're always out to save their stakeholders money.
Yep.
And, I try to really put people in a position to where, hey, I'm going to help you. I'm going to make sure that I take care of you all the way. If you've been in an accident, I'll go to the scene of the accident.
Wow.
Pick the car up.
Yep.
I take it to my tow yard. I make sure that, that they are not talking to the insurance, that we're talking on their behalf. So, it's been a blessing and a fun ride to say the least.
Well, and that's, man, so I was in an accident right after I got out of the military. I just bought my brand new truck, super excited about it, and I got in what I thought was a fender bender.
Right.
To the other lady, ow, my back.
Right.
And it screwed me. Like that, flat out, plain and simple. That she didn't want an ambulance on the scene, so I was like, how can you know? I realized I made a mistake and I hit the car, but my rate shot up, man. Like when dealing with insurance can be a pain in the freaking ass. And so the fact that you guys are willing to like help out and kind of be that middleman and then show up right on spot, like that's huge because there's so many accidents that happen out here.
Well, I've really built my brand around people calling me, hey, my sister just got in an accident, 7th Street and Baseline. I need you to be there right now. I'll literally jump in my tow truck, go to the scene of an accident, and quarterback everything.
Oh, wow.
And so, I mean, why wouldn't you want somebody like me making sure that they got the best advice possible at the scene? Don't talk to the police. Don't, put yourself in a position to say something that can hurt you later. Because a lot of the times that's what happens. You call the insurance, they'll use anything you say against you. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling great. Thank you.
Oh, they said they're feeling great.
8 months later, well, you told us on this date you're feeling okay. Why did you keep on going to the doctor?
Yep.
And so it's a game. You know what I mean? It's a hustle. They're trying to make sure that they're not paying all your doctor bills and stuff. And, all I'm trying to do is make sure that we protect you from yourself sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you can be your own worst enemy, and that's for sure. So do you go pick them up personally, or do you have like a whole business that works with you?
Okay, well, I mean, so what we do is we handle property damage, and we make ourselves available to customers. You know what I mean? I've had best friends call me and said, "Hey, Ray, we've been in an accident. We go down there, we pick the vehicle up from the scene of the accident." Let's say that I can't go down there, and they take their car to an impound yard, right?
Yeah.
We go to the impound yard, we'll pick it up and take it to our yard, and we'll make ourselves available to take assessments because we're also a public adjuster. So we sit there and we talk to the insurance. We make sure that, hey, that's not previous damage.
Yeah.
We make sure they get full value for their vehicle.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. So it always cracks me up because you're always told, make sure you drive safe, but accidents happen. Right. Every single time. I mean, it's literally crazy. Like, literally, accidents happen. It could be you. It could be them. Your tire might just blow out, and all of a sudden you get ripped into the. Like, I've seen some crazy shit happen on the highway, and you need to have somebody in your corner.
Well, it just the other day somebody called me and said, "Ray, I've been in an accident." I didn't wait for the police because it was over a 3-hour wait, so I just left. We exchanged information. So I tell people, wait for the police because they're gonna give somebody a ticket, and that's only going to be able,
man.
Right. That's only going to help yourself when the insurance try to fix everything and figure everything out. If you were not given the ticket, and weeks later, because the police report doesn't come out right away. It comes out a couple of weeks later, and then they're able to decide who's at fault by that. And if you don't wait for the police and you just exchange information, it becomes a he said, she said.
He said, she said.
Right.
And it's really, it comes down to like who called first almost, because like, oh, he called us before you, and it can get messy real quick. So where did this idea come from for you though?
Well, I'll go back to when I started. I mean, my friends hired me as I worked in a call center all my life.
Yeah.
Right. And so one day, one of my friends asked me, he goes, "Hey, Ray, come sell landscaping for me." And I was like, this was 7 years ago. And I was like, I don't know anything about landscaping. They're like, well, Ray, they're going to buy you.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, let me try it. So we went, did landscaping, and I became very successful at it. You know what I mean? We were pumping contracts out left and right. So then I had another friend said, hey, why don't you come sell construction for me? When I sold construction, did pretty well at that.
At the same time?
Oh, no, this is years later.
Oh, if you were just pumping out two at the same time, man, you were crushing the game at that point.
Now I'm hustling like 10 different companies.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
Sorry, we'll go back to the story and we'll get into the 10.
So I'm hustling like 10 companies right now. But, I went sold construction, and then my best friend said, hey, Ray, you want to try at this attorney thing? I go, let's try it.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't easy, man. I mean, once I jumped in. I mean, door knocking was what I thought I was going to be able to do, and it's not. It's a relationship-based business.
It is.
You know what I mean? You got to know somebody on the inside to get your foot in the door. And one thing happened after another, and I had relationships with over 3 or 5 attorneys right away. And so I'm very blessed right now. I mean, I feel like I've been put in a good position right now to where I can help other people.
Yeah.
Everybody asks me all the time, Ray, I mean, how'd you do it and stuff? I mean, it was just a grind every day.
Yeah.
Out there, being persistent, not taking no for an answer. And I built a brand out of it, and that's where I'm at now.
Yeah, and I mean, not to say that you didn't, you came from nothing, because you definitely didn't come from nothing, but, you did start with not a whole lot. It was basically the connections that you made, and then just absolutely working your ass off. And when I bring people in here, that's the type of people I want to tell their story. Anybody can get a loan from their parents or the bank, but when you straight up got a hustle and you got nothing, man, that's when the real stories come out.
Bro, let me tell you, man. I mean, I was literally, making $15 an hour and being okay with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was all right. I was paying my bills, this and that, and
which it goes away. Like $15 an hour, like it's very hard to live on that. Like you gotta be living off like some cheap food, and it can be tough.
Right, bro. But I mean, you know, I was content. I was like, okay, I mean, you know, I can make $15 an hour. Then my friend turned me on to this landscaping game, and man, it was just like a Cinderella story. Like I just came out of nowhere, just creating opportunities, making contacts, making things happen. And so, you know, now I'm at a point right now where I can choose to who I'm working with, you know, and I'm very blessed right now that I can make that happen, you know.
Yeah. And who was one of those connections that like really helped jumpstart you?
Oh, well, I mean, Ruben Gomez with AZ Sunscape. I mean, he really helped me out. He's the one that really saw my potential. He's the one that saw my potential, you know. Then Greg Torres with Torres Construction. You know, he's the one that really molded me and grinded me and showed me what opportunities and how to become successful. You know, you know, they tell me, you know, there's a saying in Spanish, you know, tell me who you're with and I'll tell you who you are. Yeah. You know, and so, you know, you surround yourself around successful people, you're going to become successful, bottom line. I always tell people, say what I say, do what I do, and I'll make you money. Yeah.
It's so true, but I mean, they have the saying now: your network is your net worth.
Right.
I can't even talk. Your network is your net worth. Like that's crazy to me because if you don't know people like that, then it can be very, very tough. Like for me, I just dropped my merch. It did very, very well, but it would have not done anything if like I just didn't make connections and constantly reach out to people, make sure they're doing okay. You know, see if they're like in the pot, like different things. Like you have to make connections,
right?
And that's the complete difference of a successful company or one that's like, I need freaking help. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, Christina with KLG Law, she really took me under her wing and she really showed me some steps and gave me opportunities and made introductions to me. Yeah. You know, and I love that about her because sometimes in this industry, some people are just out for themselves, you know? And she really, really showed me. She calls me all the time. She invites me to meet other people. And that in itself is worth gold. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so, you know, I mean, I it's people like that I've really stayed and made connections and made opportunities for me and other people, you know? And so without people like that, I mean, there's no way that I could be successful.
For sure. And I always give her so much crap. By the way, shout out Christina for making this episode happen. This was amazing. She always cracks me up because she always carries around those damn pens.
Oh my gosh, she just gave me like 20 pens the other day.
Oh, she goes, make sure you have your pen. Make sure you have your pens. And I'm like, I'm looking around the house for a freaking pen. And there she was. And I'm like, you know what? It's funny because I'll run into other people and they'll have her pens and they don't know where they got them.
Wow.
But they're like, oh, yeah, if I need an attorney. And I was like, that's spot on.
Right.
And you talked about how like your friends will call you. But when you really start making the money is when people who aren't your friends are like, you know, I met this guy. His name was Ray. He does something like this. I'm going to call him and see what he can do.
Right,
and then,
right.
Boom.
Well, bro, I mean, all the time people call me about, hey, Ray, I need help with child support or I need help with, you know, my son just got in some trouble and he needs a criminal attorney. And I have the right resources to put him in the right directions. You know, I built a great network here. And I really, really try to help people that, you know, sometimes they don't know what to do. They don't know, hey, you know, where do I even start? You know, and sometimes it's just a phone call to an attorney, just, hey, talking to them, letting them hear you out. And then, hey, I can help you or I can't help you. Or, you know, so, I mean, I've become a resource for a lot of people, and that's what I love the most.
So when these people like ask for help and all that stuff and call you to have them come pick them up, like, do you know law or do you just like kind of like divert them away?
At the first and foremost, I'm a tow company. Okay, you know what I mean. So I go and pick their car up, I take it to my tow yard. But second, I have Jared, who's my business partner, and he is he's a public adjuster, so he represents them. And he makes sure that they're taken care of. He signs the LOR with them, which is a letter of representation. So he's able to call on their behalf to the insurance company to make sure that he gets them taken care of.
Wow.
So, I mean, our services are basically free. You know, if we pick the car up and it goes to our yard, you know, Jared can help them on the property damage and he represents them. And so that's why attorneys love us, is because we're taking a lot of their a lot of stuff off their plate. You know, their paralegals would normally have to take care of this sometimes, and so we're handling that for them. And a lot of the times calls are going to them about their property damage, what they don't handle, and they call us and we help them.
Yeah. You said that it's basically free. How's that?
Well, you know, I mean, we get paid on towing and storage fees.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's basically it.
Gotcha.
And so our services like contacting the insurance, you know, maybe total loss or loss of use or anything having to do with the accident, we handle those at no cost to the customer.
Oh, gee, wow. I was gonna say, because like when I got in my accident, like everything had to get towed for her, and it was like it was an arm and a leg. Unless it was you, I hope it wasn't you, because then I was on the shit end of the stick on that one.
Right.
But no, I mean it's true. But I think what's smart with you is that in Phoenix there are so many cars, there's so many accidents, and then when the good old time like coming up here in October, we got snowbirds coming back, and so the accidents are through the roof. Like how many like trucks do you have at like one given time? Like you guys got to be working night and day.
Well, no, I mean, we have a network of people that we work with. And so, I mean, there's been times where people call me at midnight, you know, Ray, we just got in an accident. Can you come get me? I'll jump up, and we've literally gone out there at midnight to pick them up.
It's literally you.
Yes. I mean, because, you know, I mean, if I have the time, if there's availability, I'll jump out there and I'll be able to help them, you know. But we literally want to make sure that they're cradled. You know what I mean? They're taken care of. You know,
any given
there's
time.
a lot of stress that goes into an accident and stuff that gets thrown onto your plate that we handle, you know, and we want to make sure that your life doesn't skip a beat, basically. And so I've literally been at an accident at midnight. I want to talk to an attorney right now. And so I've literally, I mean, they may not talk to an attorney. They just want to talk to somebody. Hey, you got an appointment Monday morning. We're going to take care of you. You know, they want to make sure that they are going to be okay.
That level of panic sets in.
Oh, yeah.
And you think, oh, I'm thousands of dollars, man, like can go out the window so fast in an accident. And so you just kind of panic.
I want to make sure I hold their hand and make sure and tell them it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, I know that lots of times that people have, you know, once the accidents happen the next day, how am I going to get to work? I don't care if your arm's falling off. They want to make sure they know how they're getting to work the next day. They don't care about their back or anything. They want to make sure how they're going to continue on life, you know, and that's how we also can help. You know, if we need to get them a rental or we need to make sure that they can get to their doctor's appointments, my network of people can help them.
Oh, wow. Dang, you just got your finger in a little bit of everything, man.
You know, I mean, it's
fun to have that, though.
Oh my God, it is because, you know, you want to make sure that people are taken care of. I got a story of a friend that, you know, she got in an accident when I first started, and you know, she went to a mill attorney, somebody that just boom, they just take them through the roll. I like working with boutique attorneys, smaller attorneys' offices that are literally going to be able to talk to the attorney, hold their hand. And, you know, I didn't realize that first because, you know, when you call, you want to be able to be told by the attorney, everything's going to be okay. That's it, you know? And so I've built my network around some good people that, you know what, the attorneys will give them their number. Call me whenever you need help, you know? And sometimes you don't get that with everybody, you know? And
call the office is what they say.
And Christina has really put me in front of a lot of people, a lot of providers, a lot of, you know, that's what she wants to specialize in people that will make sure that her people are okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've sat at the dinners where it's like, you know, you make these connections and it's like, oh, I need that. We're going to work together. And then literally business strikes up. And all it is just opening your mouth and talking a little bit. We were doing it before the show. You were talking to my photographer. We were talking to my producer, Nick. You just want to know like about people.
I want to know what you do. I want to know how we can interact with each other, how we can make money at the end of the day. I mean, how we can, you know, I mean, because at the end of the day, like I told you, my team now is my family, you know what I mean? And I got to make sure that they're taken care of, you know? So, I mean, you know, how can I want to save the world, but why can't I make $1 doing it? You know what I mean?
That's a dream. That's the goal right there. Ray, a little personal question though. Are you from the state of Arizona? Like
I was born and raised. I went to St. Mary's right down the street. Then I went to South Mountain High School. Yeah, I was born and raised here.
So like A to Z runs deep in that blood, man.
Oh man, I know people everywhere. I mean, El Ray's a brand now. I tell everybody, you know what I mean? Like people know. I walk into places and they tell me, "Are you El Ray from Facebook?" I go, "Yeah, I am." You know what I mean?
That's
but
me.
it was a joke at first, but literally now, I mean, I get phone calls all the time. Hey, so and so told me to call El Ray, and you can help me and push me me in the right direction. You know,
Yeah.
I got to live up to that now, you know?
Yeah, now you have the reputation. Like when you stay in one spot, you gotta hold that reputation.
Oh my God,
man.
right.
The second you do something good, you gotta like, dang, now I gotta like keep that up and like even exceed that just a little bit more.
It's an everyday struggle, bro. But you know, I mean, I like I told you earlier, I wake up trying to beat myself from the day before. I got to best myself from yesterday and make sure I'm my only competitor.
Well, yeah, we were talking about that because so many people want to look at what everybody else is doing. And that's... I mean,
got time for that. I got to stay in my lane, man.
Yeah.
You know, I got to make sure that I can out-hustle myself from yesterday. And, you know, it's not easy. You know what I mean? Some days you get in a rut, you know, some days you get, and just the other day I told Christina, you know, I was in a little rut myself, and she called me, told me come to a networking meeting. Man, I told her that's the little push that I needed right there.
Yeah.
You know, and now I just can't stop. You know, I mean, it's hard to stop hustling. Yeah. You know, I mean, you know, I'm always thinking, how can I make opportunities, you know, and it's a gift, bro.
I mean, it really, like if you can't talk to people, then it's a struggle to be successful in anything, because the quiet person's the one that, you know, you kind of got to worry about, or that maybe you don't trust, and you're like, why doesn't he say anything? You know what I mean? But with growing up here and everything like that, like that's so cool that now you've built such a circle here in the state of Arizona that you can reach out, and you probably have people out in Buckeye and Mesa and Chandler and everything like that. But what's been your favorite part about living in Arizona?
Oh, I mean, just the diversity here. You know what I mean? I really got to believe that, you know, this great state here has so many different type of cultures here. And, you know, food, I love food, bro. I mean, everybody knows me about El Rey, and he knows about restaurants and stuff. And, oh, my God, I can't tell you how every day I really go out of my way to really try to find something different, bro. Yeah. And so, you know, I mean, everybody associates me with car accidents, but they also associate me with food, bro. And so they always say, you're posting at different restaurants, and you're doing this and you're doing that. It's because it's a passion of mine, man. You know what I mean? I always want to see what's out there that I haven't tasted, or what's out there that I haven't, you know, so.
There's so much out there too. It's like there's so many different restaurants. Like I know friends that go to a different one every weekend, every Friday, and I'm like, how do you find new ones? There's like, dude, there's new ones everywhere.
Oh, I always post on Facebook like, what are you eating? What are you eating today, or where are you at?
Yeah.
I know right here, El Chulo, right here on Central or 7th in Virginia, right, or Osborne, Virginia. Yeah, Virginia. They have it's what is it? They have a. God, I'm trying to think of that. Chile. They're from Chile. Chilean. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing. The ceviche there. It's made out of.
Ceviche is bomb.
But it's made out of fish, and then it's super hot. But at the bottom they have a bed of yams. Oh my God, it's so amazing, bro.
So I've had ceviche, but now the yams on the
But because it's so hot, you have to something to
balance it out.
Yeah, balance it out. And that's why. That's why I love. I mean. I try to go to a lot of different restaurants every day, and you know, if it's not Mexican food, it's something that I'm trying to try something different, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And you got to support like local businesses.
Oh, I'm all about supporting local business, bro.
Oh yeah, like I try and reach out as much as I can to different places. Like, hey, let's do a giveaway. I want to help, you know, bring some awareness to you guys. Whatever I can do, because so many places, especially during COVID, just struggling. How did you guys fare during COVID?
Well, I mean, you know, it got a little slow. You know, but I mean, it's about keeping your attitude up and not letting anything get you down. You know, I mean, you really got to keep your head in the game every day, and you got to make sure you're telling yourself, why are you doing this? You know, and now, I mean, it made everybody humble. I feel. It did. You know what I mean? I really feel it made a lot of people humble. Staying home, making sure you spend. I mean, but I got to spend a lot more time with my family that I normally would have never did, you know, because we were literally stuck at home. Yeah. You know, I mean, trying to figure out, play board games, you know, trying to watch new movies and stuff, trying to keep it different every day, you know? Yeah. And
you know, there was so many bad things that happened with it, but at the same time, like you said, so many good things happened. Like I hadn't had that time with my parents in so long, and we tried and find stuff to do, go on walks, you know, swim in a pool, whatever. Like it's just that quality time that I think people needed to like step back. Like the grind is still there. The grind's never going away, but you know, enjoy family.
Well, you know what I also told people, but this is this would have been your opportunity to find another way to to hustle,
Yep.
you know, to make a dollar. You know, I mean, how can you reinvent yourself in this time? You know, and
Exactly.
a lot of people did. A lot of people found new ways of selling online.
Yep.
A lot of people found new ways of trying to make something out of nothing. And that's what I can
Exactly.
appreciate, man. That hustle game right there. Make something out of nothing.
Yeah, and you actually added a family member.
Oh, I did. I was very blessed that you know, I became, you know, we're adopting a little girl right now, and
That's awesome.
you know, it was it made me humble as well, you know, because you know, it was a blessing that was put on my plate that I couldn't say no to.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, what is it like being a dad?
Oh my God, it's my father showed me every day what it was like to be loved. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And that's what I have to do in return. You know what I mean? My dad may have told he loved me 5 times, 6 times my whole entire life.
Oh, wow.
But he didn't have to tell me because he showed me every single day.
You felt it, yeah.
I felt it. So it's my responsibility, and it's an honor and a privilege to give that back to somebody.
Yeah.
You know? And man, I'm almost teary-eyed. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a little girl, right?
it's a little girl. Her
Little
name's
girl.
Rebecca, and you know, she's 7 months now, and she literally was dropped off at our door
Wow.
at 2 weeks old. You know, and so you know, I mean, it's put a whole new outlook on life. It's put, you know, that you know, where I want to take my business, where I want to take my family, where I want to take my legacy. You know.
Yeah.
It's given me a new energy, a new outlook on life, you know, and so I've been blessed, and you know, I want to make the best of it right now,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, and that's what I think is so cool, and especially like you got that time with her, and when you told me that, that instantly clicked, because I was like, it's during COVID, like you got to watch, man.
Oh, yeah.
You got to just watch everything happen. One of my best friends, congratulations, Tyler, also had his baby just the other day, actually. Super excited for him. I've known him since I was 16 years old. And I think that's a game changer for so many people. You know, I've had people come on the show that my dad was a deadbeat. You know, my dad wasn't there. I've also had, you know, my dad was the best dad ever. So it's crazy, though, because you see people switch. I had this baseball coach who's the biggest asshole I've ever met. Terrible. And he had a kid. And all of a sudden, man, like, great dude. Willing to,
right.
he cared. And it was like, oh, wow, like, kids really do change you.
Oh, bro, I mean, you know, I mean, I don't want to get too personal, but
sure,
you know,
for sure.
no, she was brought to us out of she was given to us, and you know, we were told they wanted us to take care of her, but you sit there and realize, you know, what could have happened to her?
What could have happened?
Yeah. You know, I mean, what are the circumstances that she was brought to us, and you stay blessed and focused. You know what I mean? And so I only say that to you because, you know, I told you earlier, you have to be a good steward of your blessings.
Yes.
You know, and when people ask me, Ray, can you help me start my business, or can you help me I love giving advice. I love pushing people in the right direction.
Yeah.
Because, you know, nobody helped me. You know what I mean? I was given opportunity and I took advantage of it.
Yeah.
Nobody told me, hey, Ray, you got to have this, you're going to want to call these people.
Yeah.
Or this is
This is the step by step.
Yes. No, they gave me a laptop and a phone, and that's it.
I
made it happen. I made it happen. I was calling Google. I got on Google and just started calling Google numbers after number.
Yeah.
And so when people come to me, I want to push them in the right direction. I want to give them the best advice possible. People always tell me, I have an idea. I said, ideas don't make money.
No.
It's a great idea, but it doesn't make money. What's your business plan?
Yeah.
How do you plan on making a profit off this? Come with
What's
to me
timelines with that profit?
Come
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me with the business plan, and then we can talk. Then I can put you in the right direction with people.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll always help people out. You know, I'll always be there to make sure, hey, this is what you're going to want to do. This is where you're going to want to be. And, you know, I do it because I wish somebody would have done it for me.
Yeah. I mean, I have people ask me all the time, you know, like, how do you make money? Yada, yada. Like, how does podcasting work? And I'm like, well, you know, it's a lot about connections. Like, I bring people on that I've personally talked to, or like known for a while, or anything, or something like that. I think you were the first one that, like, you showed up to the studio, and that was the first time we talked.
Well, bro, I was kind of nervous when I got here. I didn't know what to talk about. I didn't know what we were gonna say, and you know, I know we're taking this a whole different direction throughout the whole podcast. But you know, it's just giving a little bit of what I've been through, what I've been through, where I've been. You know, nobody handed anything to me. Nobody showed me the way. Nobody gave me a roadmap of how this was going to all work out, you know, and it just was determination.
Yeah.
It was every day trying to out hustle myself from the day before. And, you know, I became good at what I did, you know, and so I always tell people, know your worth, know what you're worth, you know, because that's the most important thing right there, because people are going to try to take advantage of you. People are going to try to, you know, push you in the wrong direction. You know what I mean? And I tell people, always make sure that you surround yourself by people you trust. You know what I mean? Don't, there's always going to be somebody out there that's going to try to rain on your parade and knock you off. And so, and you can't be, you can't let those people let you down. Does that make sense? You got to just...
That's a great way to say it.
No, you can't, because you got to go with the punches. You know what I mean? You don't know how many times I've been in, you know, in these attorney meetings and all that, you know, and what you see is what you get with me, you know, and I've been places where, well, you know, I mean, who is he and what has he done and what is, you know, I mean, my name speaks for itself. I built a reputation, I built a brand, and at the end of the day, it speaks for itself, and that's why people like Christina will co-sign on. She won't
put that stamp.
Yeah, she won't probably co-sign a lot of people. You know what I mean? To put me here with you guys right now. You know what I mean? Like, she called me up and said, "Ray, I need you to be here." I go, "All right, I'll be right there." So that means a lot, and that, you know, that means the world to me, that somebody will be out there to try to, you know, put their name. So now it's my responsibility, or no, it's my duty to try to help somebody else like that in the near future. You know what I mean? Because you got to give somebody a shot. You know what I mean? Give them a shot so that they can be successful. And
I want to go back to what you said earlier. It was, you know, you want to give people the opportunities, right? And it's flat out, some people just don't know how to get started. They're like, I don't know how to start this. I don't know, what do I do? How do I do an LLC? Like, things can get really hectic when they're trying to start a business. So to have people that have gone through it, like, hey, like you said, don't do this, don't do that. Like, bro, that's a game changer, man. Like, you can literally change 3 months of someone's life from doing something completely wrong to doing it right, and then they're just blasting off.
Well, you know, I had a friend from high school call me just the other day. His name's Manuel Torres, and he called me and said, "Ray, I need to talk business with you." And
best calls.
I stopped what I was doing. Literally, I gotta go. Okay, what do you want me to meet? He goes, "I want you to meet me at Gallagher's." And he said, "Ray, I want to start a cleaning company." And I said, "Manuel, because you called me, because you took the time, because I will help you in whatever way I can." You know, I told him, "You want to do X, Y, Z. You want to, you know," but I set expectations as well. You know, this isn't an easy job. You know what I mean? Just because you say you want to start a business doesn't mean it's going to be successful. So you got to set, you know, what are your plans? How do you plan on growing this business? How do you, and I said, you know, the reason I was successful at it is because I'm a hustler. I will get on the phones and bang the phones out till I get people on the phone and make a contact and make an opportunity. I'm not saying that you wouldn't do that, but I mean, is that drive in you? You know what I mean? Because some people tell me all the time, "Oh, I can do what you do. I want to do it." And I said, "Do it. I'll show you the roadmap." You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it's not easy, bro. No. It's not easy to knock on the door, introduce yourself, saying, and have nothing, put everything on the table right away and walk away.
Hide nothing.
And hide, exactly. It takes a special person to do that, you know. And when I tell people, say what I say, do what I do, I tell them, because you don't have to hustle like I do. Share my post. You know what I mean? Share my post. And if somebody gets a call, "Hey, who do you know? That guy that I got in an accident. How do you know Ray? Can he call you?" Yeah, it's that simple. And you know, I tell people that there's opportunity for everybody out there. You know,
exactly.
And it does. You don't have to be a salesman like me. You don't have to be but you know what? Click up with some people. They're always looking for opportunities. They're always looking for people, referrals. You know, be a referral source for someone.
Exactly. You know? Referral sources are crazy, because if you just meet one person and they tell you, like, "Oh yeah, boom, got it," like Christina does all the time.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. She makes it look easy. I make it look easy. It's not easy, bro. You have to have drive.
You got to know, because if you put your stamp on someone and it screws you over, or they screw them over, that looks bad.
Oh, I know, bro. I've been put in situations where I've co-signed on people and it came to bite me in the butt. So you got to make it right.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You have to make it right, because the last thing you want to do, because social media is where it's at right now. Yep. You don't want nobody. All you need is one bad post. Boom, it's all over. Yep. You know what I mean? And so people like Christina, and when she told me she was coming out with her vodka label, I was like, how can I help you?
Exactly.
How can I,
see, that's what's different with that group too. With the groups that I've met through so many different people, that's the first thing. How can I help you?
Well, it's a funny story. My friend Greg Torres, who owns Torres Construction, we've had a restaurant, we've had a cleaning company, we've had a gym, we've had he helped me start Elite PDM. So we had he owned a wine company and champagne company.
Oh, wow.
No, he had all these different hands and I helped him hustle every single one. But the wine is what I'm talking about, how I was able to help Christina, because one day he goes, Ray, I've collaborated. I got a wine and champagne label. And I go, why aren't we hustling this?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about wine. I don't know anything about champagne. But I was making opportunity when I go to restaurants. I'd be like, who's your manager? We're a local brand here. How can we introduce you to people? So it's making connections. So when Christina told me that she was bringing in the city vodka, I was like, well, I've been doing this.
It's not even out yet. It's already in restaurants.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. It's not even out yet. It's already in restaurants.
I'm excited. I can't wait. I know a lot of restaurant owners. I tell people that, I said I go to restaurants all the time. But when I go and I want to meet the manager. I want to, hey, you know what? Your staff did a great job. Or, hey, you know what? I want to give you some feedback. What I didn't like about coming here. I'll come again.
For sure.
It's all about, but my Yelp reviews are crazy, bro. I'm serious, bro. They're fire, dude, because I really get into it. Yeah. If you did a great job, I'll go back and I'll tell you that you did a great job. And if you did a bad job, I won't post it right away. I'll tell you what you did. I'll give you an opportunity to make it better. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's just the way I am, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I just feel like I like being a resource for people.
For sure.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, and you obviously have the drive, but I mean, where did this drive start, and what does it come from?
Oh, man. I mean, I couldn't even tell you where it started, man. I've been doing this for years, bro, and the drive is
natural for you?
Just natural, bro. I literally get up because I want to help people.
Yeah.
That's it. At the end of the day, I want to help people, man. Yeah. And I've made a business out of it, and I love it, bro. And I wouldn't want to be doing anything else, man. It's not a job.
Yeah.
It's not. It's love. It's a love and a passion, man. And, I mean, it's people like Christina that really have shown me sometimes. It's people like her that make me want to be a better person in sales, bro, because they've helped me. You know what I mean? In an industry where everybody is out for themselves, you really, really want to cherish those few relationships. And there's a lot of people. There's, a lot of people have taken me under their wing and stuff, and so I really, really love giving back, and I love helping people, and I love telling people that, you know what, there's opportunity for you if you just push and grab it. Yeah. You got to ask for the sale. You know what I mean? You got to ask for the sale. Yeah. You can't sit there and just sit there. Yeah. So what's keeping you from starting today? Or what's keeping you from buying this today? You got to ask for the sale, bro.
It's crazy. Like it can feel uncomfortable sometimes, but you got to get past that uncomfortability and just absolutely talk. And that's all you got. If you can be personable and talk, from the second I met you, you're just pulled up and you're like, hey, are you this person? And I'm like, yeah. And it was easy. Boom. There was no awkwardness, and that's coming from me literally just meeting you right before we came on. And I don't think you would ever know if I wouldn't have said it 4 times already in this podcast.
Well, I knew it was you right away because I saw your smile, bro. But
that little cheese and smile, and because I had the mayo shirt on the back.
Right, bro. I loved it, bro. I loved it. I loved your brand, bro. I mean, I've told everybody, if you need a toe, I'm your bro, and that's literally what people just know me by, bro.
That's crazy. That goes so. Yeah, you can show him the shirt. So he had this shirt, and he goes, "Yeah, I always say this. If you need a toe, I'm your bro, and there's the phone number."
And then it says El Ray the Facebook, because that's literally a brand, bro.
Yeah,
literally a brand.
So where did that come from? You just been saying that, and somebody was like, "Hey, I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt."
No. I mean, I've literally called myself. Well, I mean, I went and worked at University of Phoenix in the heyday, 10, 15 years ago, and my boss asked me. He goes, "We all have nicknames. Is it all right if I call you Ray?" Because everybody, Raymond's my name. Okay. Everybody says, "Can I call you Ray?" And I go, "You can call me El Ray." And that's how it first started. And
I love how nicknames get started.
Yeah,
I really do.
That's how it stuck, man. And El Ray the face. And I put it on Facebook and it was El Rey, and literally I've been at bars and I've been at, are you El Rey from Facebook? My brother knows you and I've seen you post. And so it's a curse and a blessing, bro. You know what I mean? Because, you have a brand to live up to, you know what I mean? And so you always got to be on your toes. You always got to be, it's... Yeah. But I mean, I've lived up to it, man. I really have. And so
I was talking to my buddy Eric the other day, and branding is big. It's the biggest thing right now. Like, if you have a company and you don't have a brand, you are screwed. Like, you need to figure something out. So obviously, Side of Mayo show. People are like, why is it the Side of Mayo show? And I'm like, sit down. Let me explain to you.
Let me take a, do you have a minute?
You have a minute. I'm going to explain. But like, people are like, mayo. Like, there's a mayo jar on my ad.
I love it, bro. I love it.
Why is there a like? And it cracks me up because I'll have people say like, oh yeah, my buddy's this person. He goes, oh, that's the Side of Mayo show. They know me by the show more than they know me by my name.
Right.
And I'm like, that's it. That's what you got to do. So,
well,
you need a toe, call your bro. I mean,
yeah,
come
if you need
on.
a toe, I'm your
I'm
bro.
surprised that wasn't copyrighted already.
You know what, bro? I mean, I literally just thought that up, and we ran with it, man, and we ran with it, and so it just stuck. I didn't know how popular it was going to be right away, know, and so people tell me when they see me, oh, if I need a toe, I'm your bro. They always, but you couldn't put a price on that. You know what I mean? You can't, now I cherish it, I cherish that people know me by El Rey. I cherish that people know me as, if you've been in an accident, to give me a call, and so I only think I'm going to take this to the next level within the next year again. You know what I mean? Because all my branding has just been on social media. I mean, and I was talking to your guy out there. I go, hey, I'm going to do a little simple commercial, something that's catchy, you know what I mean? And maybe that's all it's going to take. I tell everybody, I've been telling everybody, I'm one phone call away from finding my next, you know what I mean?
Next one, yeah.
My next one. And it's always about having a good attitude, not, being persistent. People tell me all the time I'm persistent, and you have to be. When I call attorneys, I don't hear no. All I hear is not right now.
Not right now, yeah.
You know what I mean? And so with having that attitude, and really, believing in that, I'll call people back over 2 months later.
Yeah.
Hey,
follow up.
And because sometimes you might just have caught somebody on the wrong day.
Exactly.
You caught somebody on the wrong day, and the next time you call them, hey, you know what? I do need to talk to you. When are you available? And sometimes I tell people that, and a lot of the time people don't have that persistency, and that's what hurts them the most. You know what I mean? That they, oh no, I'm not gonna call him no more, and I'm just take him off the do not call it. No. And that's what I've been relentless.
Yeah, man. You have to be in this game of being successful and trying to grow something. You have to be just absolutely relentless and not take no for an answer, man. And it's crazy. I love the drive. I love seeing it in you. We got to wrap this up here, but anything else you want to say before we sign off?
No. I mean, I just want to give a shout out to Christina. I want to give a shout out to all my people in the PI world, everyone that's given me an opportunity, everybody's answered my phone call. I love you and I thank you. I wouldn't have been able to do this without your guys' help. I know that my friend Pedro is the one that really put me on the game years ago. And Pedro, I just want to thank you. Ruben, I appreciate everything you've done for me. You saw my potential. You opened doors for me. Greg, you know what, man? You've been my big brother, and you know what? I thank you every day, and I always appreciate you pushing me in the right direction to be a bigger person. I love my family. I love my mom. I appreciate you giving me time and the opportunity to be on this show right now. I know it's a blessing, and I don't know how I did, and I don't know, but I was nervous and I just couldn't stop talking, brother. You know what I mean? So
no, this was great. Thank you so. Like honestly, these are the stories that need to get told. These are the things that I want to know is people that literally just work as hard as they can. Those are the people that get overlooked. And not in my book, not on my watch. I'm a short
5'5" Mexican, and everybody takes me. I'm the underdog, man. And I come out of nowhere swinging, man.
Hey, that's what you got to do, guys. If you need, you're in an accident, whatever you guys need, Elite Property Damage Management. Yeah, Elite Property Damage Management. Just look them up on their website. I'm looking at it right now. Free, no obligation consulting. All of that, guys. Ray, this has been an honor, a pleasure, man. Thank you for joining me, guys. That's the episode. Stay tuned next week. We got another one. We're going to keep this going for a very long time. I'm so excited. Thank you again, Christina, for setting this up. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.